Graziano, a friend to an awful lot of people here in Atlantic City. But before we get to that, Jeremy Williams in his pro debut, he was an outstanding amateur, went as far as the Olympic trials finals before losing. He decided to turn pro, and we are now awaiting his first professional fight. For that, here's Michael Buffer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the cruiserweight division. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds. The referee for this contest is Randy Newman. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with red trim. He weighs in at 193 pounds, fighting out of Trenton, New Jersey. His professional record is 2-5-1. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry, the Pitbull Arentzen. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the green trunks with yellow and red trim, weighing 195½ pounds. He trains at the Custom Auto Boxing Club of Catskill, New York, and lives in Long Beach, California. Making his professional debut tonight, introducing Jeremy Williams.
And with that, let's talk about the rules here in New Jersey.
Good idea. The 3 knockdown
so.
rule is in effect. The standing 8 count here. The doctor can stop the bout. The winner gets 10 points, loser 9 or less in each round. The judges will score. The referee does not figure in, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round.
Very true. Very true. And here is a look at Jeremy Williams. This is a guy that you saw quite a lot as an amateur, and I know you liked very much.
He did an excellent job at the trials and the box-offs. Though he lost finally to Montel Griffin twice at the box-offs in what many people felt was a surprising upset. But that was as a light heavyweight. Now he is a cruiserweight, and you look at him, and he's put the weight on without seeming to really labor to do it. It looks like all muscle to me.
It really does, and he has started out very heavy-handed. Right hand hurt Arentzen.
Kevin Rooney, his trainer, said that he thinks Williams punches so hard, and Bill Caton, his manager, said they're going to make him into a heavyweight real soon. This is as powerful as I've seen him. In the amateurs, of course, there was not as much of an emphasis on power. He is ripping shots.
Yeah, he really is. Another big right hand a moment ago.
This is a different Jeremy Williams than I ever saw as an amateur. He is really aggressive. Strong jab.
Same team that put the Mike Tyson package together originally. Bill Caton, Kevin Rooney, and Steve Lott back on the scene as co-manager. There's a right hand. Forget about it. Set up with the left, and the right finished it off. And Arentzen, who has only 2 victories in his 6 fights, and his last ended in a 4-round knockout. Certainly not the caliber of opponent that Jeremy Williams will see, but so far, boy, there's no criticizing what Williams has done.
Not at all. He switches to lefty now, Jeremy Williams. And, yeah, Arentzen is not any top opponent of any kind, but he's a rugged guy who comes at you and tries hard. And what you see in Jeremy Williams here is power and punches that are delivered effectively. Good uppercut. You can see the handiwork of Kevin Rooney here. Williams was always a standout boxer, but what you see here is the combination of that style plus the power that Kevin Rooney brings to a boxer when he shows him how to really turn in that left hook and all the rest of it.
You can also see the Kevin Rooney defensive style. Gloves high under the chin. Good night.
I got to tell you, as you look at Jerry Arentzen, and this bout will certainly be stopped, I would believe, by Randy Newman. No, I'm wrong. I thought it would be.
It sure looked like it. He went down like a tree.
I'm shocked that this is going on here. One more and it will be over.
Nice patience actually being shown by Jeremy Williams here.
Well, he knows he's got this guy, and he wants to throw his combinations and show what he can do. Very disappointed to lose to Montel Griffin in the box-offs and not get to the Olympics. After the trials, I thought he would not only be on the Olympic team, but might be one of the stars.
Boy, awfully strong punches, and a strong jab, too, when he throws it.
I'll tell you, against anyone, these punches would be effective.
Yes.
Granted, he's not in there against the greatest opponent, but for a first pro fight, you can see skills in Jeremy Williams that are special.
Absolutely. Switches up, goes softball on occasion, good strong jab. Obvious power in both hands. Pretty impressive first round of boxing as a pro, I would say.
Together? You know where you are? You sure?
Okay? You want to keep fighting?
Positively, right? Okay. All right, thank you, Doc.
The power of Williams really evident here, ripping shots underneath, and then that straight right hand. I don't know that the body punches weren't the ones that really hurt Arentzen. Watch this one. He's going to nail him with, I believe, a good right hand here. Yeah, to the temple. And down goes Arentzen, which amazingly he got up from our sky cam. You get a great view. Nice combinations by Williams.
It's hard to get that blimp in here, you know.
It really is, but the ESPN blimp captain by no, I don't know. We're ready for round 2, and you know, I don't want to wax too enthusiastically about Jeremy Williams. I know it's a first pro fight. Arentzen is not a major guy, but 2 things impressed me. One, the fact that he was able to move up to cruiserweight and do so, I think, effortlessly. And as we look at the punches, and you see that the nice percentage by Williams, the second thing that's impressive is how he is setting down on his punches immediately, which he didn't always do as an amateur.
Body shots, 4-punch combination. Everything very strong. Boy, he really sets down on his punches nicely. This is a good-looking prospect.
Oh, he really is. And Kevin Rooney not...
That's it. That should be it. I think this is the 3rd time we've said that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and it hasn't been, so don't rush to judgment. Yes,
that's it.
Over.
Yeah, the doctor actually stepped in and said enough is enough. Well, high marks for Jeremy Williams, to say the least.
I should say so. And you know, first of all, for a first pro fight, Arentzen is not a ridiculous opponent. There you look at Kevin Rooney, who has, I think, you can see already, because I saw him, and many viewers did, on the trials and the box office. You can see, the comment he makes to the camera, you can see, if you saw him before, what Rooney has done to help him. He has done remarkable work with him. And here, on the inside, here's Williams ripping shots to the body. Those are power punches that he just didn't throw so well as an amateur, and now he is really throwing them. This is an entirely different fighter, and if his defensive skills can be honed by Rooney so he doesn't get nailed, he can win a cruiserweight title in a year and a half. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you got to like the way he keeps his gloves right up by the chin, and that's characteristic, of course, of a Kevin Rooney fighter. Let's make it official now with Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Randy Newman calls a halt to this bout. The time, 47 seconds of round number 2. Winning his professional debut with a TKO victory, Jeremy Williams.
So Jeremy Williams wins it on a technical knockout in the 2nd round. 3 knockdowns and a most impressive performance, and we'll be back to talk with him after this. Now let's get you back up to the center of the ring here at Harrah's, where Al Bernstein is with a guy who was most impressive tonight. Al?
He was indeed, Barry. Jeremy Williams in his pro debut, showing power that some people might not have even thought he possessed yet in his career. You were setting down your punches really well. Is that something you've been working on?
Yeah, I've rededicated myself to going to school and learning boxing. As far as, going back from 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Right now, I'm like in kindergarten. I just started with Mr. Rooney, Mr. Caton, and anything from here is just all uphill, and it's a hard struggle to be a champion. But I've dedicated myself to making that, and I had a buddy that died. I dedicated my career to Tyrone White. He died. He took a couple bullets from me not too long ago, September 5th. So I've rededicated myself to becoming a champion and becoming a world champion and a world-class person.
It's been, well, you're off to a good start in your boxing career, that's for sure, Jeremy. It's been, in a way, an emotional time for you. In addition to that tragedy, you failed to make the Olympics team when you lost a couple of tough decisions to Montel Griffin. Did that spur you on and motivate you even more starting out as a pro?
Yeah, my father always trained me to be a professional fighter, as far as his style and charisma and things like that. But then I had to adapt to the amateur style, and then now I'm going back to professional style. And losing just let me know that I'm not an amateur fighter. Amateur boxing game and professional boxing game is 2 entirely different things.
That's true. Let's take a look at, first of all, the 2nd knockdown that you had in this bout, Jeremy. Here's where you nailed him. You're against the ropes. Tell us about it.
Well, I was just, trying to take my time and do the combinations that we do in the gym and try and work myself to a maximum punch, so one punch be here, one punch be there to the right side, and then one to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and then come back with something devastating in the end.
Here's the end of the bout, and I don't think you're too surprised they ended it there. It was a nice spin move there.
Yeah. I was catching him a lot on top of his head. I guess the uppercut was what did it, from my last fight weighing in 173 pounds, and then from this one weighing in 195 and a half, you know, it's a tremendous difference in myself. And, you know, I'm gunning to be the next heavyweight champion of the world. So everybody in ESPN land, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe a year or so, I'm going to be your heavyweight champion. And there's no joke behind this with you know, with the mentality that I have now and what I got gunning for myself. Tyrone, that was for you, buddy. I love you.
All right. Well, it's a little early for heavyweight championships, but you're certainly fighting well. And as a cruiserweight right now, you look good. Kevin Rooney, big difference in this young man. And you have to take a lot of the credit for it, whether you want to or not.
Well, he's a good student, and he's a fast learner. There's a lot of work to be done, but I feel that he's the best looking heavyweight prospect out there. You know, we're going to go right by the cruiserweight.
You're not even going to look for a cruiserweight championship.
Hopefully by January he'll be 210. That's what we're shooting for. And you know, he has a lot of fire. He excites me. This is a young kid who's got a lot of fire. I haven't seen fire like this since Tyson when he was young. So I'm excited, and I think he can go all the way.
All right, Bill Caton's back there. We'll get to him next time. We're a little low on time now, but you'll hear from him again about Jeremy Williams. Congratulations, Jeremy. Young man wins as a cruiserweight, but they say pshaw in that division. We're going to the heavyweights, and we're coming back, and I mean it. We'll hear from him.